Hi everyone, and welcome to another of my videos. Now this video is not really about mental health. This video is about something else that I suffer from, and it's blindness, or partial blindness. Now I was first partially blinded when I was age 20. It happened in a violent incident that I was involved in, and I lost about 80% vision in my left eye. In my mid-20s, I was involved in another violent incident and I lost about 30% vision in my right eye. But I've actually been partially blinded 3 times, as hard as that is to believe. After a series of operations, I actually regained the vision in my left eye to about 100%. But then foolishly again, I was involved in another violent incident and I lost the vision in my eye again, and it's now at about 40 to 50%. In my right eye, this vision here is pretty much 100% because it does all the work. It does the work of both my eyes, and it's pretty much laser sharp because it's just took over from my left eye. So what I'd like to talk about here is blindness and what it's like to be blind. So if I cover my right eye, which I'll do in a moment, pretty much everything goes into a blur. There's no real definition and it's hazy, and yeah, that's how there's nothing definitive to what I see. And I have no depth perception in my left eye, which means I can't judge how far objects are away that I may want to pick up. But what I wanted to really share in this film was the gifts that exist in my blindness and how I was awakened to this. So for years after I had went through all this with my eyes, after I'd foolishly been involved in multiple violent incidents, I deeply regretted getting involved in these incidents, and I deeply regretted the injuries that I had sustained. But I also blamed the other people for my injuries, and I resented them for years. But mainly because I focused on what I'd lost, and basically what I'd lost here was my eyesight. And it affected me at my work, it affected how I could do things at my work, and it affected me mentally as well. It did leave me feeling down, depressed at times. But as I say, what I really wanted to share here was the gifts that exist in my blindness, and why today I'm glad that all this happened, and I'm glad that I experienced this, as strange as that may sound. Now, although I work with an expert, as I've been mentioning in my videos, Tony J. Selimi, or Tony Yeton Selimi, for my multitude of mental health illnesses, in one of my sessions with Tony, we also discussed my blindness. And one of the questions that Tony put to me was, or one of the things he awakened me to, was that I focus on what I've lost. I focus on the drawbacks and how detrimental it had been to my life without seeing how it benefited my life. And I was a bit puzzled when Tony started saying this to me. But then he took me through a process and he awakened me to the benefits of being blind. And he got me to write them down. I wrote down over 100 benefits of my blindness. And I'm going to share some of them now with you. So because of my blindness, because I do everything through my right eye, I pay massive attention to detail, and I've become extremely analytical through it. I'm also great at spotting mistakes in the paperwork. And one of the things that I also came into my life because of my blindness is I like travelling and I like seeing new places and new cities. And one of the places I had to travel to once for a scan on my eye was Aberdeen. Now, I'd never been to Aberdeen before, but Tony awakened me to the fact that because of my blindness, I got to travel and explore and experience a new city because of my blindness. Although I was going for an eye scan, which I was told could only take place in Scotland and Aberdeen, it was the only place that had the equipment to do this. I got to enjoy a train journey to Aberdeen. I got to enjoy a couple of nights and days in Aberdeen. And these are the things that we tend not to see when things like blindness hit us. We tend to focus on what we've lost. But one of the other benefits could be that when I go to cross a road and I look to my left, I can't see properly. I can't see cars coming, so I really have to turn my neck round to see my right eye down the road. And that time, the benefit is I get to exercise my neck muscles more than I would. And as strange as it may seem, when Tony asked me to write down the 100 benefits to my blindness, I then started to see how my blindness has actually got gifts attached to it. It's not all bad. So if you're someone who's struggling with blindness or any sort of disability, I hope this is showing you that your disability comes with abilities, although they may be hidden to you. They were to me until I started working with this expert. And I hope you found this video interesting on how blindness can be a blessing and not just a curse. Thank you.